So in the last 4 months, I've been able to clear $1,000 per month within the Amazon Influencer Program. So in this video, I want to help you guys by giving you some of my tips that could potentially help you earn over $1,000 per month as well. So let's head over here to my screen and let's just go ahead and take a look at these things. So first things first, I want to show you that I am being truthful. I have done this, and this is what I've got here. So in September of this year, I made $4,175. Previous before that, in August, $6,833. And then before that, July, $10,562. And then before that, $2,344. Prior to that, it was $697. So not quite the $1,000, but headed that way. Now, for this month here, I've actually already cleared $1,000. Now, this is just not updated, but as of October 7th, which is what was showing up here, it was $640. It is currently October 12th, but I can assure you that by October 10th of this month, I was already over that $1,000 mark. So now 5 months in a row, these are a few tips that I would do and I would encourage you to try, especially if you're not at that $1,000 mark yet. So first things first, most important is you need to head over to your Amazon orders page. On this page is where you're going to see everything that you've purchased. Now, a lot of us have been on Amazon for a while, even before finding out about this program, and that includes myself. So I actually started looking at Amazon products back in 2019. So if I were to go to 2019, I would already have some products that I bought. And as I was starting out and looking through these products, I noticed that, wow, there's actually quite a lot of products that I still have available in my house to review. So no need to start buying products right away. First thing I encourage you to do is head over to the orders page and look at all of your products. So when I did this back in about February and March, I actually realized, man, this is very time consuming. Opening each individual listing and trying to see if there was videos available and stuff like that. But I actually went ahead and created a Chrome extension now that you can actually just plug in. So this is SortioX, sortiox.com if you want to go ahead and download the extension. But this is what it is here. So you can basically now go into your orders page with the Chrome extension tool and see all of this information right away. So this would have been a huge time saver for me back when I started in February and March, where now here on your orders page, it'll actually line up all of your products here and sort them by video slots available. So you can see here, these are the types of number of videos that are available. So this one has like 4, this one has 1. So if we go ahead and just like click this, for example, that says it has 4 available, you'll go ahead and open this up and you'll see that yes, there is 4 available. So it has 1 influencer video here, and there's still 4 that are available. So I actually haven't done this one, so I should be taking my own advice here. But yeah, so let's go ahead and head back to the orders page. We'll close that out for now. But this is why it's so important, because you can see that there's a ton of household products that you currently have and can make videos for that still don't even have videos on Amazon, which is why it's really, really important before you start purchasing and reinvesting, which is also going to be really important, as I'll talk soon. But yeah, initially you want to start off here in your orders page, go through everything, and with this SortioX tool, you can definitely make that process a ton easier. By what I would recommend, if you don't have the tool, make sure you review everything no matter what. Even if you do have the SortioX tool, review everything no matter what. But at least with the tool, you know which products you start off with to start making that income as soon as possible. So if I were to have this tool back when I started, what I would have done is on each page, made a list of the products that have available videos, and I would have started with those videos first and then gone back and started recording videos for the ones that don't currently have available slots or don't have a video carousel at all. Now, next thing that I did that really started to shoot up my earnings is that I started reviewing multiple videos for the same product. Now, a lot of you guys might think this is like scummy or you shouldn't be doing this, it's wrong, but you're the one that's wrong, unfortunately. And I hope that people stop like frowning on this, because Amazon themselves are actually encouraging us to do this. So this is straight from an Amazon page here. This is from their to-dos and don'ts for shoppable videos. But here you can see, create more videos for the same content. If you created a multi-product video, consider taking clips of that video, feature the single product, then upload a single clip multiple times here. So that's more for live streaming, but which one is it here? I believe it is This one, let's see, get creative with videos that feature multiple products. Not that one. Right here, number 4. Create various videos with the same products. You're able to make multiple videos using the same product and are not limited to the number of videos you upload. Diversify your library by featuring the same product in multiple videos with different content types so that you have more opportunities to inspire your audience. Content types may include unboxing of the product, assembly of the product, showing the product in use, and comparative videos. So I'm telling you, Amazon themselves wants you to make multiple videos of the same products, and that's exactly what I did. So for example, something more recently that I've done is I actually purchased a vacuum that was kind of on the newer side and more on the popular side. So because it was newer, not a lot of influencers were actually on that vacuum yet. So what I did was I purchased the vacuum. 1, I did an unboxing. 2, after using it for a while, I did a review. I also did an assembly. A lot of vacuums don't come assembled, so you got to kind of teach people how to actually set it up and put all those pieces together. And then I also did a in-use video. So one thing that's less common is actually using the vacuum to vacuum your car, but a lot of people do actually do that, especially if it says it on the listing. So I went ahead and started vacuuming in my car. I recorded that, and I kind of just showed people that vacuum in use in a different situation rather than using like in your house on your floor or on your actual carpet. I used it in the car in case people wanted to see that. So especially with Prime Day that just happened, that was actually a really good seller for me in at least these first 2 days that I'm seeing, was that vacuum, because I was holding 4 spots on that listing and there was only 1 other influencer. So with those 4 types of different various videos that I created from that same product, I was able to kind of take hold of that listing and pretty much ensure that anybody that watched the video on that listing, I was more than likely going to come out winning in that situation. So it's not scummy. Amazon wants you to do it. They literally stated here on their do's and don'ts. So you should most definitely start incorporating these things into your arsenal so that you can start increasing your earnings as well. Now, another thing here, I'm looking at my notes here to make sure I don't miss anything, is once you start doing these multiple videos and actually finding out what's working, what's not. For example, you need to start, or for example, I'll share that with you guys right now, but the tip is that you have to double down on your products. So once you start seeing what's selling well, is you need to go and double down. This is where you will need to reinvest just slightly, depending on what the product is, right? So for example, this is where I was heading. One of my high sellers is actually just simply an outlet cover, which is kind of cheap, especially if you're just starting out. You don't want to kind of spend too much usually, but I do recommend that. But let's keep it simple right now. You can see here, an outlet is very simple. Everybody has outlets in their home, which is something that you gotta review. Even if you didn't buy it on Amazon, they're most likely on Amazon. Some of them even have like brands like behind the outlet. So you wanna make sure you see that, see if it matches up with the one on Amazon, and do it that way. Now this is also part of my Sortio X tool. You can see all these cool little neat features right on the search page. How many videos are available, whether your video is already on the listing, and whether it's sponsored, the commissions, the bestseller rank, all these things that you would normally have to click through. And then what you would do is, say you're selling a outlet or something. You would come here to the search page, and what I would do actually is, instead of keeping it on the featured page, Amazon has a best sellers page. So I would switch over to the best sellers of the outlet covers, and then I would use that same Sortio X feature, which is to pull up that table as everything loads in here. And I would start looking through these here. I'd sort it by number of videos available by clicking that top arrow. And like I said, this is pretty cheap. Outlet covers are usually pretty cheap, but they sell really, really well. These are things that, think outside the box. So outlet covers sell well because everybody needs outlet covers. People always need doorknobs. People always need door hinges. People always need cabinet knobs. What else? What else? We got rugs. We've got drapes. We've got, what else do you guys normally have? Let's think. Mattresses are really big sellers that you most likely have in your home. The sheets for the mattresses, the pillowcases, you've got curtains. So you got to think outside the box here. What are items that sell pretty much all year round, regardless of seasonal? So what I would do here is, say I'm doubling down on an outlet cover because that sells well. Everybody usually has one, and there's probably a ton of Amazon listings. And as you can see here, we are correct. But you can see There's like 3,000 reviews on this one, 2,000 reviews on this one, and there's plenty of space available. There's 4 video slots available on a bestseller, or one of the best sellers with 1,000 reviews, 3,000 reviews. Yes, it's $14.45, but I mean, look at this. You're getting 58 cents per sale. That's not bad at all. Look at this. Let's keep going. 5,000, and it's got 4 videos available. I mean, you guys see how crazy this is, why it's so important to double down. So let's just say that maybe your best product is something that's more expensive, right? Well, in that scenario, that's where you kind of got to gauge whether or not you want to double down. It's going to be a little bit hard as you're starting out, but if you do, for example, let's say you have a bed frame that's one of your best sellers. Well, in that scenario, you can either go into more products that are related to the bed frame. So maybe like hinges for the bed frame, extra pieces for the bed frame, perhaps more on the side of like bed sheets and covers and things related to that bedding. So now you kind of start looking into related items, which is another way to double down. An example that I did for myself as well is that I had a mosquito repellent that was selling really well during seasonal springtime and early summertime. So what I did is I bought different products from that brand. For example, if the brand was here, this one, Power Gear, let's just say it was Power Gear, then I went on Power Gear's Amazon site, and then I looked at what other Power Gear products were selling pretty well, and then I bought those to make comparison videos, to make another review videos, and I kept it as similar as possible to that bestseller video of mine, which is why it's important to kind of back test as well on your Creator Hub page, which videos are doing well, which ones are getting a ton of views, which ones are getting a lot of retention, and try to make them as similar as possible. That's what I did with my mosquito repellent videos, and they all did really well during summer and spring. I made probably over $1,600 on just those 3 mosquito repellents that I had purchased, and they were not expensive. They were between $19 and $50 max, and I made a huge return on that investment. So you don't have to get crazy early on and start reinvesting a lot of money, but you do have to reinvest in a smart way by using tools like this. Another way that I would do it now, especially, so this is kind of going more into like the product research side of things here, but let's just click on this one. But this is important, especially if you're trying to get over $1,000 and maybe you have started kind of meeting or going through all the products in your home, which I'm sure you probably haven't. Like I said, you got to really think outside of the box. Toilet covers, even loofahs, stuff like that, bars of soap, shampoos. You guys really got to think outside the box here. So let's just say, for example, you did do all that and you're starting over 1,000. This is where the product research side of it gets important, and I'll do like a quick overview. I have plenty of other videos here on my channel as well that go a little bit more in depth, but I've also got an extension called Keepa here. Oh, I didn't mean to open it that completely, but yeah, it's called Keepa. That essentially tells you how long that item has been in stock. So this pink bar here, you see how it's there's a gap here. That means that during that time there was no stock for this product. So you want to go into products that have this consistent pink line, especially if you're going to buy it. You want to make sure that that product is always in stock. You don't want to buy a product that is consistently out of stock, because then you're going to really lose money on that. You're not going to be able to make as much commission. So especially if you're going to reinvest, make sure you do have some sort of tool like Sortio X, so that it can make the process quicker. You know which ones are available, something that'll show you data. As of right now, Sortio X unfortunately does not show data, but I can assure you that will be coming very soon. You'll be able to see monthly and daily sales. But right now I also use Zoof. That shows me daily sales. Now this is getting a little bit more advanced, but if you do especially want to take this seriously in the long run, these are going to be really important tools to see that this is selling 92 per day. It's got, as I said, 4 influencer videos available, which is crazy. And then you're going to be making around 72 cents per sale. That is absolutely insane. And it's consistently in stock. So I mean, honestly, I might have to do a review on this. That's crazy. I might have to add this one to the list here. I'll keep this one open for after the video and just really take a look at it. But you can see it's only $17.99, so it's not a huge investment, especially as you're starting out, but it is important to kind of invest in some capacity. Now let me go ahead and make sure that I get all the notes here. Now my last note here, or it's not the last note because I still want to go over a few more things that are important, but it's an important one. So to increase your conversion rate, which is going to be obviously a huge stepping stone in you making more money, is to actually get people to convert. So what I would do is I would come look at the ratings. You can quickly go to the ratings by just clicking on those there. You can read through these, kind of see what people are having problems with, stuff like that. These are on top reviews. You can go to most recent and kind of see it that way. What I like to do is I like to look not only at the ones with 5-star reviews, I like to look at the ones with low reviews, because usually these kind of tell you why they didn't like it or what's going on, stuff like that you can maybe address in your video that maybe you had a different experience with, because people will come down and read the reviews. But let's just say then they go watch your video and you're like, well, no, this doesn't happen. Like, it doesn't overheat, for example. Let's say it's like a lamp or something and people are like, it overheats. You can just be like, well, I've been using it and I haven't had any issues with it overheating. It's been working really well. Stuff like that you can kind of just negate these bad reviews that people usually go to and look at to kind of want to not purchase the product in the end. Especially if it's a more expensive product, people kind of want to talk themselves out of it sometimes. By you readdressing it in a video, you'll be more likely to get them to purchase that product. So you can do it that way. Now with the questions, which unfortunately they switched now for some reason, and Sortio tool working here in the background as well on related products, which is an awesome feature of that. Let's go ahead and see this. So we'll go to how many answered questions. You can search here. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't tell you specific questions, or it doesn't list them for you like it did in the past. Now you got to kind of search things. So what am I searching here? I already forgot. It's weatherproof cord safety. I'm just gonna type. So now you just gotta like type a keyword, right? So let's go back to the answered questions. I just typed something like waterproof. Let's see if anybody has asked a question about it actually being waterproof. So you see I typed in waterproof. Now it actually shows me some questions. Will this product work on a flat extension cord like this one? Then it has like a link to it. And still remain waterproof. It works in all my cords, including my flat wire. So there you go. That's one point that you can easily point out. What type of cords does this work with? Does it work with all? Can rainwater leak in from the cord openings? Probably a little bit, but not much. I know of no waterproof device of this kind. So something else that you can kind of see, and then you can open this up as well. Will these secure loose cord extension and outlet and prevent it from slipping out? So just read through these questions, read the answers, and see if you can address them in your video based on your experience after you've purchased the product, right? And then you can see what customers have also asked here, and you can just click on those. So you can just see the ways that you can kind of leverage and increase conversion, because a lot of customers have these same questions. It's just what they do. So I don't know if they still have it here where it kind of shows like upvoted questions. I know in the past they had something where you can upvote and see how many people have asked the same question, but that's one of the ways that you can do it. And you can see here, I've already made 1,000. This is updated. I keep this pretty updated here on my sheets page for Amazon Influencer. And you can see this month I've already made $1,000 in just about the 10 days, like I said. Here we go, and like I said, that's all the other stuff. And you can see in this month, now you don't have to right away, but I've already invested this month $315. But like I said, I've been doing this for about 7 months now, so I've got quite a bit that I can invest. $5,200 of my total earnings is 20%, which is what I'm available to invest. So far I've only invested $3,000, so I'm not consistently investing as much as I am able to invest. And you don't have to, because a lot of my products are household items. At least when I started out here, when I was at 697, a lot of them were household items. Now this big jump is you guys can learn more about it in my other video where I talked about my 1,000 videos and how much I've made. You guys can see exactly what I did was going to short-term rentals and kind of investing that way. I go more in depth with it in my 1,000 video review. But yeah, this is it, guys. The most important thing, go into orders and do all that stuff. So if you want to learn how to do all these things, make sure you check out all my other videos. You won't be disappointed. It's pretty much all Amazon Influencer, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Appreciate it.